of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
25, Chicago Bears.
Carlos Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Return coming from the 6. Jukes out a one-stop. This makes it up to the 25. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up second down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Motion man right is Jefferson. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Vikings.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He throws it deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Play action, McCarthy. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack and attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Things going well so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
At the 41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41. One in behind settling Swift. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Williams off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And then pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Williams from the gun. Stays in the pocket. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. That's some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
The 40-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. forces them back. Third down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
The Bears into the nickel for third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon. And the Bears take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental, not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Ball at the 33 for first down. On play action, here's Williams. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Got a man, it's Colston Loveland. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They're now set for first and 10. Working inside the red zone. He set the screen here to Swift. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Motioning the tight end now. They run the counter with Swift. And not much space available there. Maybe two, and that brings up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now Williams. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Santos' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Ty Chandler to return. Brushes him off with ease. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Jones. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 28. He keeps it and takes off.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now it's McCarthy. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 7. And the Vikings 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
2nd down carry for Jones. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. McCarthy on the sneak. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down. They just get the play off. Brought in right side. On the move, past the 40. He's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle. Now
give up the middle to Jones. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. He tries to sneak it, and he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
Minnesota.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Oh, he's got it, it's in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Jones can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on 3rd and goal. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
Last play stopped short. Still 3 yards to gain. 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
That right there, Kate, that right there has all the armchair quarterbacks going. Why didn't you run it? Because you take a risk when you throw it. And if you take a sack, well, now you got to kick the field goal. If you would have pounded the football, got a little bit closer, you at least give yourself a decision on 4th. I don't think you do now.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Reichert connects there. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying grounded with Swift. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
3rd down, here's Williams. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun. I'll start with a give to Jones. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Taken down at the 41.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First and 10 from the 41. Jones once more. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense to the line for second down. Here's McCarthy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. So third and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
All right, here we go. Second down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. For big yards on the right side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Running right, this is Jones. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He's marking over something here and just chucks it away. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
McCarthy throwing on third down. He's running for it. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Vikings with a chance to boost their lead. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Following the sack, and they need to find 11 yards here on 3rd and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he finds it in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
17. Bears 3.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10.
Chicago getting set to take the field now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw, Williams. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 3. back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Lucky to still have this football, Brock. Now let's see if they can come through on third down. Williams from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Connecting with his back heel, Swift. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40.
41-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And they'll get him back to 11. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Williams with the sneak. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
First down, here's Swift. It's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here he goes on the bootleg. Dumps it off to his running back. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. A draw now. This is Swift. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Williams off the play fake. Komet's got it, left side. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Running behind center with Swift. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago first down.
Bears first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They're on the counter with Swift. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running for it, it's Swift. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. On 4th down, it's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Swift. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Motioning one of the tight ends. Gets it again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Now from back at the 7, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and goal.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Santos' kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Like the best kickers in this league, he's just keeping on with his job. That's a third now. He's knocked through the uprights. 3 at a time's not going to get it done in this game, though. Eventually, they got to start running him out for some PATs.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Chandler now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He can run it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action, McCarthy. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Well, I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
It's Jones on the toss. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball. Cleared the way so that running back could show off his speed.
Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to Justin Jefferson. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. He was good on his first attempt, and his second from a little over 45 here. Reichert connects there. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time that he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
Here's Duvernay on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Now inside handoff to Swift. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
The pitch is out to Johnson. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. He has all day back there. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Desperation time here. It's on target to Moore. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. To the air yet again, Williams. This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. shotgun to give to Swift. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Offense to the line for second down. Williams will look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Complete to number 15, Rome Obunze. A gain of 2 makes it third down and 10.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Williams from the gun. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears now within 1 score in the fourth. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So now the Bears getting set. Big moment coming as they go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On play action, Williams. Oh, he lost the football. It looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Pete. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense.
At their own 22-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again with Swift. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Williams on first down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
A gain of 27 more yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Got a man. Loveland has it. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They bring the tight end in motion. On play action, here's Williams. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for another Chicago
You know, these are the type of
Bears.
plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 4th-quarter lead. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game.
The Bears will line up for the 2.
They'll try to run it in. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Vikings.
Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. 2-point lead doesn't do them much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time because we're in the final frame of this game. Unless we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much.
Nope.
Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings trail by just 1. From the 30 on 2nd down. Hawkinson has it, working that middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here he is to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Setting up to pass. Try and push it deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
To throw. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
So as we expected, they're lining up to go for 2 here and a 7-point advantage.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw it, and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
First down throw by Williams. Drops it underneath, Swift. And he's brought down after a short gain. And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Vikings make the play that should win them this game.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. It's going to be a safety.
Kate, you could just feel it, right off the snap. You just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
So following the safety, Brock, they're on now to begrudgingly send it away with a free kick. It's fielded at the 14. And there'll be no game-winning touchdown in this one. That tackle ends this ball game. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago.